Her research explores African indigenous musical traditions and their roles in shaping identity, gender, and cultural continuity. Her current work focuses on Mbopo musical practices among the Ibibio people of Akwa Ibom State in Nigeria, examining how these performances construct and negotiate female identity in both traditional and diasporic contexts. And with that, I'll turn the floor over to her. Welcome, Anita. Welcome, Anita.
Hi, everyone. Before we go into the presentation, I would like us to do a little exercise since it's like a musical hop. So I'm going to sing one of the both songs. It's going to be in call and respond. All I need you to do is respond. I'll say, Meda uya indepe. All you say is, Dado se. Alright, so, Meda uya indepe.
Dado se.
Okay, just enter like it's musical. So, one, Meda uya indepe.
Dado se.
Meda uya indepe.
Dado se.
Ake bonya yake.
Dado se.
Ake bonya yake.
Dado se.
Alright, so in the course of the presentation, you get to know the meaning, but let's go straight into the presentation. I'm from a minority group in Nigeria called Akwa Ibom State. Akwa Ibom State consists of 3 ethnic groups. We have the Ibibios, we have the Oron, and we have the Anam. I am from Ibibio, where Mbopo tradition is situated. I grew up to see the portrait of Mbopo hung in my grandfather's dining room. He was very chatty. He likes to talk about the history, and so he was collecting historical materials, and one of them was Mbopo portrait that was hung in his dining room. So whenever we go to the village for visits, since it was a very colorful portrait, I was always intrigued until I grew up and started asking my mother and my grandmother about it, and they described it as Mbopo. So let me talk about my beautiful state. So this is the landscape of Akwa Ibom. The capital of Akwa Ibom is Uyo, U-Y-O. This is the map, and that's the capital. Akwa Ibom State they are very hospitable people. We are great in keeping company. So if you marry an Akwa Ibomite, you are happy to have a great mate. And we are also great cooks. So one of our girls, Hilda Bassey, I don't know if you've heard about her. She has won the Guinness Book of Records twice of the best cook in the whole world. And to be like great mates. Because of this presentation, I kind of realized that because we had this Mbopo structured in our ethnicity, it might probably be the reason why we are rated as the best cooks in Nigeria. Alright, so what is Mbopo? This is me in the seclusion. So Mbopo literally means beautiful maiden in Ibibio language. And it's a rite of passage that is culturally practiced by young married and unmarried maidens. The unmarried maidens are actually accepted into the seclusion in their numbers, starting from the age of 16. But for the married maidens, you have to take permission from your husband or have consent from your husband before you join the seclusion. So the seclusion serves like an institution, more like a boarding school, where you have your parents come drop you off, put your provisions, and then leave you for a certain amount to be taught. So in the seclusion, there are musical activities and performances that are constantly being carried out in seclusion, and they are structured on the values, the beliefs of the Ibibio ethnicity. And the girls, just like I went to a girls' boarding school, so just like you have in the girls' boarding school, where you chat, you talk about life, they are allowed the liberty to have communal participation. So in the seclusion, you are taught on beautification, how to take care of your body, not just your physical body, but your sexual body. Like if you get married and you're with a man, how do you take care of yourself after sex? You're also taught homemaking, how to keep the house tidy, how to take care of the house, and you're taught homekeeping, how to keep a man. How to keep a man, you will literally be taught all this in the seclusion. So, these are Mbopo. So, let me explain the whole picture. So, you will see that behind the Mbopo, which are these ones on green, you will see there are maids behind them. Those maidens are provided by the culture. So when you go into the seclusion, you are not meant to sweep, to cook, or to do anything. You're just meant to rest, eat, and learn. So the culture provides you with a maid, and the maid follows you to your graduation ground after you've graduated. The maids are the ones that are holding the umbrella. They are literally the ones that will do everything for you in the seclusion while you rest and learn. The reason why you are resting in the seclusion is for you to add, because a typical Akwa Ibom woman, the ideal of what they call a beautiful maiden day is like you are plump, you are not skinny. So if you are skinny, they feel that your family is not feeding you, you are not taking care of yourself, and you are not ready for marriage, because men, like they say, they want to touch the body, not your bones. Okay. So in the seclusion, you have women drum. So women don't drum typically in an African setting, but women are allowed to drum in the seclusion because it is a women's social gathering or social institution. So the drum is a symbol of authority for in Ibibio culture, and when women sit to play the drum, they kind of spread their leg to play the drum, and that is disrespecting to the husband. So they are not allowed to play where men are gathered because you're exposing your body. That's like the cultural thing. So Mbopo graduates, young women who have successfully completed the Mbopo rite of passage. In the traditional Ibibio society, it marks their transition from girlhood to womanhood, and is a moment of pride, not just for their family, but for the entire community. She has been cared for, nourished, and taught the morals, social and domestic values expected of an Ibibio woman. So the title of the song is Medad Uyaindepe. I put it on its staff so it could help people so that you understand the dialect. So the literal meaning of Medad Uyaindepe means I have brought beauty out. So what we sang earlier was Medad Uyaindepe, which is my part. I have come out with beauty. And you responded, come and see. So what do you say? Medad Uyaindepe. That say is come and see. Or like inside the circle they made, you will see young eligible men that are ready for marriage. So the whole graduation for the unmarried is to allow them have access to young, ready, eligible spouses or men that are ready to settle down. So the women that have already married or they've not gone through seclusion are not allowed into this gathering so that they don't spoil the chances of those that want to get married from meeting them. So you will see men in the gathering admiring the women as if they are more than one. And what the Mbopo does is that if she likes any of the men in the crowd, she will take the oil from her body and just go rub it on the male to show that she has accepted you, and then you guys will start talking stage and then probably get married if she really gets to know you and she likes you. So that is Mbopo introduction. I hope you get to maybe learn more about the culture, and I would like to know your thoughts on what you think the tradition and the practice meant to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Do we have any questions? Yeah, Lucinda.
I have two questions. Do the men also have some sort of ritual where they learn how to be a good husband?
I was wondering about that.
Okay, so thank you. That's a great question. So the men have what they call masquerade, ekbo. After Christianity is being kind of abolished, it becomes more like a ceremonial thing that happens only in December. Like Christmas time is like the festive period for us. So the men, I don't know how they are, because a lot of people, like my father, he said he was initiated into the Ekbo cult while he was small. But my grandfather, we are 4 in number, and my brother happens to be the last person. And my mother did not agree because Christianly, I feel like the whole ritual and everything, he didn't allow him to go through. But it's been replaced now with biblical teachings and morals from home. So I don't think Ekpo festival for the men it's like, I think it's actually fading. It's gone into extinction. It's only the celebratory part that is being carried out now. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. And my other question was just when you said like that the woman, will take the oil and touch somebody with it, and that she will marry him if she likes him.
Yeah.
Like so the women have sort of that power in the relationship. It's not so much what the man wants, but what the woman wants, or is there? I'm just curious.
Yeah. That's also great. So yes, the women in my culture, when you go through Mbopo, traditionally, not right now. So traditionally, when you go through Mbopo, it's been said that you've learned the values, the norms, the equity, or of being a responsible social woman in the society. Because if I use the word syllables, the syllables that they use in teaching in the seclusion is very cultural centric. So it has like a lot of things that will mold you. So when you come out from the seclusion, they expect that you are responsible enough to be able to make a decision to pick a mate. So they trust your judgment that whoever you pick is suitable for you and that you feel you can do life with the person. So they have sort of power, so to say, to pick like a mate. So the culture trusts you to like pick someone and live with the person. Okay, so the men in the seclusion, the men that come for the graduation party are actually men that want a mate. They are willing to get married.
Not saying, please pick me.
Yeah, they are willing to get married. So the ladies that come out in their numbers after their graduation, they are willing to like, if they like you, like if you put oil on them and they like you. My mom explained this part. So if they put oil on you and they like you, they're like, oh wow, like let's get talking, let's see how this will work out. But I don't know, I didn't ask her if the guy says no, because I think that they are all there because they want to be chosen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully they match with someone that they also like.
Hi. Yeah, my question was, so the women they have a choice?
The choice of work?
The choice of, the freedom to choose the guy.
Yeah. The women have the freedom to choose. In fact, it's even their choice, because the men only come out to see them graduate, and then they have presented themselves like, oh, look me, I'm here, I want to get married, but I don't know who to get married to. I feel like you're ready. Can I match with you? Something like that. So the women have like the right to pick anybody. The men don't pick them, the women pick the men.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
What happens if two women
Yeah.
like the same man? Does this ever happen? Maybe this doesn't happen. I don't know.
Okay.
Or do you want to be first in line coming out?
Okay, so I think it will just depend on who picks who first. So if you know that I've put oil on you, like, why are you coming to struggle my man?
Okay, so first come, first serve.
Yeah, exactly.
So is this ritual done by pretty much all women in the culture, or is it a specific subset of them?
So first, you're not going to be forced to go for the rituals. It's going to be you deciding that I want to go through the rituals. Secondly, if you're married, your husband needs to also agree. So if you're married, the decision is not just yours to make. It's you and your spouse get to decide that, oh, I want my wife to go through. Especially for those people that have married outside of our ethnicity. So you're bringing a woman into our culture and you want her to know about the culture of, like, she's been married into, so she could teach your children. But another thing is age factor. You will get to be in seclusion from the age of 16 to 35. Aside from that, there is limitation in age, and there is also, like, you're not being forced to go into the rituals.
Something like that, yeah.
And you can literally, like, get married without going into the seclusion. You could just learn the norms and the beliefs from your mother or from your grandmother and choose not to go into the seclusion. But you can also decide, oh, I want to know more about my culture, I want to go into the seclusion. So, yeah.
I kind of have a question connected with her question. Thank you for the presentation. So my question is like, does the social hierarchy or the social status have anything to do with seclusion? Like, are these women from all, social levels, or from high status or from lower status? What about that?
So traditionally, it was just people that were from the rural communities. People in the urban settings were not really like intrigued to doing it, except for the ceremonial part, which is like, ceremonial part. So it's not really tied to a particular social class. People from either social class could decide, like, I want my child to go through.
Yeah, I have two questions. Like, how many % of your ethnic group goes to this seclusions? That is one question. And how music is important of this practice?
Okay. So I don't know the percentage of people that go into the seclusion. I don't have that data. Activities is structured in music. So we have music for different things, music for farming, music for cooking, music for doing domestic works. Like, music just goes with everything. So in the seclusion, the women are actually, they use music to teach them these values. So this is like an introductory song of bringing out the maiden. But then in our last class, I kind of like presented a song in Michael's class. And the song was structured in teaching the women on how to take care of their husbands. So the music has different themes for different section of learning. So they will teach you, everybody will just sing together, but then just like we learn nursery rhymes, it gets stuck in your head. And that's how they pass the values to you. It's just different activities that are structured with music. And it's more like a communal setting where the other women just play drums, they introduce a song, we just do call and respond, and then you ask questions, more like an interactive session. Then you go to your room, then there is time, like in the boarding school, there's time to bathe. They will show you like their local body scrubs. They are like, just use it. This is how you're going to, like that, teaching you how you're going to live your life when you come out of the seclusion, what to do to take care of yourself. then you have to dress your room with the help of your aid, and like just everything is structured musically.
There's enough men.
Okay, so I know in the society they say men are more than women. Oh, sorry, women are more than men. But from what I know about men, correct me if I'm wrong, there is no man that will see a virtuous woman and you are in the same space with that virtuous woman and you let her go. So most people that already had their mate before going into the seclusion, if you come out as a more refined person, I'm not sure your fiancé is gonna say, oh, you went to the seclusion, you saw a man, I don't want you anymore, just move on to the next man. No, a typical woman will say, no, you're refined now, you're not going anywhere. So the men are always enough, both from the ones that you met before going to the seclusion that will say, oh, you're refined right now, I don't think I want to let you go. And the ones that have met you during the graduation ground be like, oh, you're such a refined person now, I think I want you. So I think both ways, men are always available. Yeah.
And second question, who is doing the teaching? Is it a professional thing, or is it community based, or how does that work?
So the system is structured on past initiates. So if you were in the seclusion before me, I am younger, and you happen to be in the seclusion, and we have like new people coming into the seclusion, the number of women that pass through the seclusion are the ones that are responsible to teach them, and they will enjoy because they are in the community. You are in, like, they will enjoy just passing down knowledge and passing down like great teachings. And this is one thing about my culture, like I shared in the class, is my culture is structured on every elderly person that is older than you is your mother. Yeah, we take up the role traditionally to teach them, the maidens, what they have learned. Do they have their own variations? Because I don't know. I think there is no written document, so they teach according to what they learned and how they feel the next generation needs to like learn. So it keeps evolving. It's not like, since it's orally structured, it keeps evolving. Yeah.
I'll ask a question. Or is there another? I'm curious why, with the coming of Christianity, the male ritual, the rite of passage, was seen as inappropriate or counter to the tradition of Christianity, but this one was accepted.
So there's a lot of reforms that have gone through Mbopo. So Mbopo is actually structured in different centuries. So the first centuries, they weren't wearing clothes. They were like, they come out naked. And after Christianity, you're like, no, you can't, like, this is barbaric, this is wrong. So they started introducing them wearing something to like cover their genitals. And now it has evolved to when you give birth, they will take care of you, your mother and all that. They'll structure you, like teach you. So answering your question, the male learning cult was structured on, if I'll use the word, ancestral reincarnation. Has like a lot of virtue and good things added to it. That's why it was written.
But it actually changed in some ways.
The male
In
cult.
Mbopo.
Yeah, it's evolving, but then the ceremony is structured on the virtues that are with it. Although it's the act itself, the ritual itself is evolving, but the whole costume and the everything is kept. Yeah.
And does Christianity come into it in any way?
Yeah, in a lot of ways, Christianity has come in because now they are dressed. Now they don't go through. There are some rituals that takes place. for instance, if you have a bad omen, if you are a man that, like maybe you're beautiful but you're not able to keep a man, there are rituals that takes place, like maybe in the water or something to cleanse you. Those rituals we abolished.
I see.
Yeah, so that's evolved. A lot of people do not, even back home, a lot of people do not have vast knowledge of what Mbopo is about. I didn't know it until I started like learning. I'm grateful for that portrait that I saw in my grandfather's dining that linked me back to learning about it. So when I introduced, because I gave like a talk before the dance show, when I introduced Mbopo and I gave like a series of lectures and I was like, this is Mbopo, this is how it started, this is this. After the lectures, I had like some people walk up to me and be like, you mean it? I had no idea it was like this. So I think it was an awakening for a lot of people to get to know about the culture. I don't think Mbopo culture is what they do like every year of the cultural celebration. I think they just regulate it. So I was grateful that this year while I was coming, they did so structured on Mbopo. Yeah.
How many Ibibio are here in Edmonton?
Oh, there are lots. There are lots. Like
That's the
that
first I
ceremony
heard
was
of it.
over 50.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh. Any other questions? Okay, well, if not, then a warm round of applause and thank you for sharing and good luck with your research.